Hi everyone, it's Danny and today I'm filming a video on how to create ombre hair with extensions sort of for short hair and without having to actually dye your real hair. So that's what today's video is going to be. It's sort of a long-winded title. I'm not sure what I'm going to cut it down to, but obviously you'll know. And so yeah, it's just how to create this hair look really, I guess, just by using extensions. If you want to sort of get this hair with your real hair, I'm probably not the best person to ask because I've never done it, but I guess you could follow some of these steps, and if you want to sort of know, I can try and research it and look it up, and you can ask a question below and I'll try and help you as much as I can. But obviously I haven't really done it to myself because I have short hair naturally, but I do know people that have done it and I sort of know how to do it because I've been researching hair a lot, so I can try and help you. So yeah, this is just how to achieve this hair look with extensions, and if you have any questions after the video, just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So yeah, keep watching if you want to see how to create this hair look with extensions. Okay, so this is my hair without extensions, and as you can see it's just all brown even though my extensions are ombre and everything, and I just thought this was the best way to do it because then if I want to get extensions that are all brown, I can just have my hair all brown, or I can have it ombre, and it gives me lots of options, and it also keeps my hair as healthy as possible so it can grow. And so I have 17 or 18 pieces of extensions, I think. I'm not quite sure on that fact, but you can count them as I show you them. And I just bought a full head weft and a half head weft off eBay, and they're not the best extensions quality, to be honest, but they're alright for what I want because I'm not going to be keeping them too long. I'm only sort of having them for a couple months, so they're alright for that purpose. And I bought blonde ones, and I'll link them below so that you can obviously see the exact ones I bought, and I'll tell you the shade that I bought, and they're just blonde with like a highlighted effect, but you'll see that in a minute. And so I'll go through the extensions I have first. And first of all, I have two 1-clip blonde ones, and these are just the original colour of the extensions I bought. So I have two of them with 1-clips, one 4-clipped blonde one, and as you can see this is what the blonde was like when I first bought it. It was like multi-tonal with really light blonde and darker blonde. So yeah, I have one 4-clip blonde piece. And then moving on to the ombre ones that I have, they are sort of ombre, I would say they were meant to be one shade lighter than my hair, but they're about 2 shades lighter. And so I have 4 one-piece ombre pieces, and they're just sort of ombre halfway down, and these extensions are 14" in case you're wondering. You can do it with longer ones, but I just wanted shorter ones because I think it looks more effective, but you could try it with longer ones, but I'm not going to guarantee that it will look the same. And then I have 3 2-piece ombre ones, and as you can see again they're sort of ombre about halfway up, and it doesn't have to be completely neat because it just sort of blends in when you put them all in. One 3-piece ombre one, and they're not very thick as you can see, but I have so many pieces it's sort of better than that they're not so thick. 2 4-piece ombre extension pieces, and I will put this all in the down bar, you don't have to remember this, but I'm just showing you so you can see the amount I have. And then moving on to the all brown extensions that I have, these are sort of the same shade as my hair, tiny bit lighter, but I tried to dye them the same shade. So I'd say for the all over brown ones or whatever colour your hair is, do it the same shade as your hair, and then the ombre ones, do them 1 shade lighter. And so yeah, I have 2 1-clip all over brown ones, and then I have 2 2-clip all over brown ones, and 1 3-clip all over brown one, and that's it. And I'm not sure how many that is, but that's how many I need. I do have some more, but I don't use them, so I'm not going to show you them obviously. And if your hair isn't as thick as mine, you could probably get away with using less, but if it's thicker you might want to use some more singular clip ones just to sort of make it blend more. And also if your hair is like less layered than mine, you might get away with using less as well. So now I'm just going to turn around so you can sort of see me putting them in. Okay, so I hope you can see this, and I'm just sort of going to start from the bottom and work my way up to the top, and I'll turn around once I've put in all of the sort of main extensions and just, yeah, do the rest facing the camera so you can sort of see it better. And so first of all, I just section sort of from the middle of my ear, I would say, maybe a little bit lower, and just create a section sort of with a straight line. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as straight as you can get it, just sort of there, sort of here-ish on my head, and just clip the rest of my hair up. And then I'm going to take one of the 2-clip ombre extensions like this and just clip it in. It's quite simple, to be honest. You just sort of press them and they clip. And then next I'm going to section it sort of at the top of my ear, but slope it down slightly, not too much though, and just create a section like that, a little bit up from the last one, and clip that up again. And then I'm going to take the 3-clip brown piece, as you can see. I hope this is not too difficult for you to see. I'm just going to clip that in as before, just sort of making sure it's not too much to one side. And as I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then the next piece, I'm just going to measure sort of in the middle of my temples, slope it down ever so slightly, and section it off again. And if it seems a bit too high up to you, then just sort of pick a bit more hair up and clip it up. And then I'm going to use one of the 4-clip ombre extensions, and I'm just going to clip this in the same as before. It's really quite straightforward once you get the hang of it. And yeah, just make sure all the clips are secure, and then do the next section. And this one is going to be a 4-clip blonde. And again, I just section it a tiny bit higher up, and make sure to clip it all up out of the way so you don't catch any hairs, because that can be painful. And yeah, then I'm just taking the 4-clip blonde piece and clipping it in. If you have to readjust any clips, then do so. And then the next piece is going to be the 4-clip ombre piece again, another one of them, and this is the last one of the 4-clip ombre ones. And I'm just going to clip that in the same as before. And then the last bit that I'm going to do facing this way is quite high up. I just sort of go sort of like an inch higher each time. I don't do it in any particular place. I just make sure they're not on top of each other and they're not too far apart, and I don't go too high up. And then the next one I'm going to do is the 3-clip ombre piece, and I'm just going to clip that in. And I didn't sew this one very well, so the middle clip isn't really in the middle, but I do my best. And then, oh dear. Okay, so this is it from the front with just these pieces in, and I know it looks awful, but once I have the other pieces in, it will look a lot better. But as you can see, by having the brown pieces and the blonde pieces and everything, it really makes it blend a lot better down here. And then next I'm going to use the 1-clip blonde pieces and just clip them sort of right down here below the first one you clipped in, just to sort of make it blend a bit better. And just put one on each side. Like that. And then next I'm going to take the 1-piece brown clip-ins and sort of clip them, I'm not sure how to describe it, just sort of behind my ear where I can find a space. It doesn't have to be anywhere in particular, just where you need it to blend a bit more, to be honest. And same on the other side. Okay, so that's then one clip one's done. And then next I'm going to move on to the 2-clip ombre pieces. And I've already curled these, so I have to sort of see which side they go on. And then I just find my clip, which I always misplace. And I'm trying to do this by looking in the viewfinder, but I do have a mirror over here, so sorry if I'm looking the other way. But I'm just going to section it sort of here, so I don't know, sort of where the arch of my brow is, and just clip it in. But just clip it in like that, and then let that down. And I've caught a bit of hair, as I said not to do, just readjust it. And then next on this side I'm going to take the 2-clip brown piece that sort of curls the right way. Okay, so it's this piece. This one isn't really curled very much anymore, but oh well. And I just sort of section that a tiny bit above the one I did before, because you don't really want the clips to show as my hair's passed in the middle. And I will show you how to do this if you have a side parting or a full fringe as well. It's really simple, but I'll finish this first. So that's pretty much this side done, except from the 1 clips, which I will do once I've done this side. And then I just section it off the same on this side, clip it up like that, and I'm just going to zoom out a tiny bit. I just clip it in. It might be a bit easier for you to see now it's zoomed out, and yeah, I just clip it in like that. And my hair looks so silly when it's all clipped up and not done properly, but it'll be done in a minute. And then I just sort of wriggle my hair around in the top to make it how I want it. And then now I do the 1 clip. Oh wait, I forgot the 2-clip brown, which I put on this side on top of the blonde one I did. Well, the ombre one that I did. And adjust any clips you need to adjust. I find I always need to adjust clips. And then yeah, just sort of mess it around a bit. Sorry if I'm looking in the viewfinder a lot, I'm trying to see what I look like. And then I take the final 4 1-clip ombre pieces and just sort of clip them in. I don't know which side this goes. I'm going to say this side. And just, I sort of clip them in here because this is where I need the most, but if you don't need any there, then just clip them where you think you need it. And I just put 2 on each side. Okay, so that's them all clipped in, and then I just sort of take my brush and brush them through, just to get it to blend a bit more, because obviously the hair's going to merge with the extensions. And then I get my salt spray, which I haven't got here, so 1 second. As I said, this is just styling, so it's optional, but then I get my salt spray and just sort of mask my face with my hand and just spray it in and tug it around and just mess it up a bit to give it more volume. And I also find the volume helps it blend a bit better. I might be crazy and it might look worse, but I don't know. And then obviously the other side, you can see the difference just the salt spray makes. And I usually tuck these bits behind my ear just to make it blend a bit better. And then if I need to, I backcomb my fringe and the top a tiny bit. And just sort of style it how I wish. And then, so yeah, that's the finished look with my hair. And it's quite simple, to be honest. You just need the extension pieces I said, and if you didn't catch it, obviously you need the blonde extensions. All of them need to be blonde to start with, and then you need to dye them, and the all over brown ones, dye them the same shade as your hair, and then the ombre brown ones, dye them one shade lighter, and I find that works best. If you don't think you want to dye them one shade lighter, then you don't really have to. I just sort of did that and I find it works, so I haven't re-dyed them. But if you don't want to dye it one shade lighter, then don't, and obviously it'd be cheaper not to. But so I just did that, and I used permanent dye, I believe, and then I just curl my extensions to make them match a bit better. And I'll list below all the sort of weft sizes I have and what colour they are, and I'll link you to extensions I bought. I'm not going to link you to the dye because this is meant to be really simple, so you don't have to dye your real hair. So just buy a dye that's the same colour as your real hair, or buy 2 dyes, one for your hair, one for the extensions that are the same colour. And obviously you need to make sure that if you're not going to buy the extensions that I've linked, that you buy 100% human hair extensions, preferably Remy. And these ones are 14 inches. You could go shorter or you could go longer. I wouldn't recommend going longer than about 18 inches with this kind of ombre look, because I don't think it would blend properly. But yeah, this is the finished look. If you want to know how to do it with a full fringe, it's pretty much the same, just don't put the clips so far forward, because I do have a full fringe, so I could try and show you, but it's really grown out. But just don't put the clips so far forward and it'll blend. If you have a side parting, I would say put the 2 clip, like the 1 clip things I put here, put them on this side, because obviously, or this side, whichever, depending on which side your parting is, just to thicken it up this side. And then on the side where your parting is lower, so mine would be here if I had a side fringe, I would put the clip-ins, like these 2 that I put them further down, and not use the 1 clip ones, and put the 1 clip ones this side. And I can sort of show you doing that as well if you wish, but I'll sort of probably show you when I get ready with me if you want to see that. And so yeah, this is the finished hair. I hope you like it. If you have any further questions, then do leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Like this video if you like it, and if you want to see more hair videos, and if you want to see sort of how I do the curling part of my extensions, then I can show you that. It's really simple. And so yeah, I don't know what else to say. Just subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Like this video if you like it. Comment with any questions and any new video ideas, because I do get a bit stuck sometimes. And yeah, that's all I can say really. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!